me, if I'm running low on protein, I'll grab her protein, I'll eat it. But protein is definitely a staple. Protein is definitely a staple.
What's that?
All right, guys, we're training back today. We got Conrad and Dean. They're gonna train chest a little bit. They're gonna jump in halfway through back. Because what I'm doing this year that's different, or for the last, 3 or 4 months of the year, I'm gonna do a lot of heavy barbell compound work to start my workouts, okay? So my goal is to cultivate more mass. Their goal is to be sexy with their clothes off. Me, I'm already born sexy. I don't need that, but I do need the mass. So heavy deadlifts to start. They'll jump in about 20 minutes from now. What I do is I don't bounce it from the ground. I pause, reset, explode. Pause, reset, explode. Every rep is its own rep. It's not a continuation of a rep. Not using the momentum, bouncing from the floor. So my weight hasn't moved much in the last couple of days, but I haven't been eating much. My whole mission was kind of getting rid of my bloating and inflammation in my stomach from really crushing the calories. Done that, that's under control. Now, we're gonna really start feeding the body in a surplus. Every meal will be consistent on carbs. Every meal, so that's 6 meals a day. I'm gonna aim for about minimum, about 60 grams of carbs per meal. But more realistically, a more realistic number is about 100 to 125 grams per meal. And then we're gonna slowly add on to that. We're gonna use the mirror as our gauge. We like to do 2 perfect reps. I'll be happy with 1. 1 will do the job. 2 will be nice for my ego. 3, I'll be walking around with my chest up all day. 4, I'll be laid up in the bed. That was real. It wasn't that hard at the time, but now I feel my insides all fucked up. Here, what are these organs? What is this life? I don't know. Let's get more gains. The basics. The basics works. You're gonna see we're gonna be doing a lot of deadlifting, a lot of pull-ups, a lot of T-bar rows, a lot of cable rows. Reminiscent of the 70s, basic bodybuilding movements are still some of the most effective movements. And they work for so long for a reason. We tend to want to switch things, but if it ain't broke, don't even try to fix it. 2 things I'm doing here. First thing, exaggerate the stretch. Second thing, poke the chest out forward into the ceiling as much as I can. So this is the motion, very exaggerated. Different than what you see on Instagram and TikTok. I'm not doing this very strict 90-degree angle. I want to exaggerate the angles. Not for everybody. You gotta have good body awareness to do that. But once you have that level body awareness, make the exercise harder. You'll notice the majority of my back days have revolving around rows. Rows is gonna build thickness. Overhead pull downs like this is gonna build width, okay? Now, focus a lot on width in my earlier stages of my bodybuilding career to develop my V-taper. Now my V-taper is pretty good. I want that depth and separation in my back, so I'm doing more rows. I think for the next 3 months, I'm gonna start incorporating more pull down movements because my back is pretty thick at the moment. So I'm gonna start going with like a 50-50 split on pull downs versus rows and see how that transforms my physique. The physique is always a moving target. So you always have to manipulate your exercises, your philosophies, as well as your nutrition. The more you know.
fact that they use 2 or 3 different like grocery stores. They use Stop and Shop, Whole Foods, and Trader Joe's. Each are good for their own things. But what I love about Trader Joe's is the fact that they have so many good frozen food options. Now, frozen food, incredibly convenient, and you could cook things incredibly fast. And why that's great is you don't even have to be an expert at cooking. I know a lot of you guys watching the channel are like teenagers or even college students. So first and foremost, you've heard me talk about this before. This is the frozen microwavable white rice. It comes in 3 packets. Every packet is like a cup of white rice. There's no preservatives or additives. So this is one of my favorite carb sources. And my second favorite carb source is these frozen red potatoes. So these are like a little bit seasoned with olive oil, some salt, some pepper, things like that. I think they actually have bell peppers chopped up into that. Very easy to make, okay? So right now we have 2 carb sources. This one takes 3 minutes in the microwave. This one takes about 5 or 6 minutes sauteed in a pan. So that's very convenient. Now, those are my carbohydrates, my go-to carbs. But when you're at Trader Joe's, you're gonna want some protein, right? So over here we have Italian-style meatballs. These are beef meatballs, right? Yeah, these are beef meatballs because today I just found out that they also make turkey meatballs as well. So if I want to be a little leaner, I have turkey or beef, or you can make them both. Same thing, we're gonna saute these in a pan for a few minutes until they're perfectly warm. They're already cooked through. And this one reminds me of my college days. Look at this, dude. Teriyaki chicken with dark meat, okay? So it's a dark chicken meat. So we have the turkey, we have the beef, we have the dark chicken meat, and we have 2 of these. And if that's not good enough, grilled chicken strips, okay? These are frozen, they're already cooked. Let's see what the ingredients are. Chicken breast, water, dextrose, salt, ground white pepper, onion powder, and dehydrated garlic. Doesn't sound bad to me, dude. So think about it. Crunch for time. You know, you're not gonna thaw out the chicken breast, fire up the grill, fire up the oven. Everything here could be made using a sauteing pan, frying pan, or the microwave. Let's see how quickly we cook these 3 meals. Very easy meals, very convenient. You know, there's no excuse not to follow your meal plan or to get in shape or eat healthy. So 9:07 on the clock. Let's start. Olive oil or non-stick cooking spray. Today we're using olive oil because I just purchased it, and we are in the off season, so the extra fats will be fine for me. All right. Wow, this looks good. Look at this, dude. Dude, that's real chicken breast. All right, stovetop, empty contents into non-stick skillet. Add 2 tablespoons of water and cover heat over medium heat for 6 to 8 minutes. Yeah, whatever you say, bro. I'm not putting water in here. And then we're going for a more, I guess, less clean option for chicken. This is a darker meat, which is fine. Darker meat has a little more fat, also a little more flavor. But it comes with 2 packets of teriyaki sauce. Now, 2 packets is kind of a lot, so I'm only gonna put 1 packet in. This way, you know, I don't have too much sugars. Look at this, dude. Oh, snap. This is the second packet. We're just gonna toss out the garbage. Now we're gonna cook this. I've made this before. This is really easy and very delicious. So first we cook this, then we add that in for the final step. So, all right, add chicken to stir fry until heated through, about 6 to 8 minutes. Add sauce and stir until hot. Beautiful. And the third skillet, what should we go with? Turkey or beef? Beef, bitches. Why beef? Red meat, a significant source. Oh, it's just turkey, fuck. Beef, bitches. Red meat is actually a source of creatine. Also, red meat, higher fat content, will help keep you fuller, okay? The muscle fullness is important. All right, so it's gonna help keep you fuller, having your muscles look better. All right, check this shit out. How long to cook? Conventional oven, no. From frozen, no. Stovetop. Heat for 20 minutes. Nah, no way, bro. That should be done in 10 minutes, watch. After this is cooked, we're gonna do the carbohydrates, which are gonna be red potatoes and white rice. Now, seeing as if this is gonna take about 6 to 8 minutes, this is a great time to grab a protein shake. So, post-workout, came home, put this on the stovetop, make a shake. By the time this digests, the shake and my blueberry muffin, I'll be ready to eat my next meal. So my philosophy with that is protein directly after your workout, okay? Now, directly for me means about 15 minutes because I drive home. I don't like to take my protein to the gym. And then about 20 minutes after that, I'll have a meal. The reason I do that is this is gonna jumpstart the recovery process. Your body is craving these nutrients, it's craving the protein. So give your body exactly what you need so it doesn't go catabolic, doesn't burn or waste muscle. Now this is already in a solid state. Chicken, beef, steak, fish, turkey, whatever it may be. So it takes time for the body to digest that and those nutrients get shuttled into the muscle. Whereas protein shake, whey protein isolate, as well as amino acids, very easily transported to the muscles. Dude, I can't go over those fucking Rise flavoring, dude. Holy fuck. What did I go with today? What do they call this one? That's what I went with today. Fruity Crunch. Look at that shit. Dang. You know, for like the last like 16 months, people have been telling me about like Rise products. And like the incredible taste and flavor. I'm like, yeah. They weren't kidding. Fucking bomb, dude. And now I'm with Rise. Promo code Sadik. Pick up some proteins. My favorite, blueberry muffin. This one's really good. What is that, Fruity Crunch? What else is great? Oh, dude. If you guys haven't tried this one, check this out. This is my favorite, Skippy peanut butter. And I'm not even like a peanut butter like fiend, like my wife is, you know. Like many people, they love peanut butter flavor. I could take it or leave it. But when I tried this, it's like I became a fan of peanut butter. So Skippy peanut butter, fire flavor, man. Now, I've been cooking slow. In fact, all the burners are off now. I'm just letting it kind of chill in its own heat. We started at like 9:07, but really 9:08. Now it's 9:20. So what is that, 12 minutes? We have 3 proteins cooked. Now, we're gonna cook all these carbs in about 3 to 6 minutes. So under 30 minutes, 3 healthy, high protein meals that will not make you fat. In fact, these meals will make you jacked. So high protein, moderate carbs, delicious, frozen, ready to go, heated up. Trader Joe's, hit me up for that sponsorship, all right? You think I'm Trader Joe's quality? We might have to start being a little more PR with what we say on the channel. Because the other day I did say sticky explosion in the shower, didn't I?
I mean PG.
No, PR means, PR, did I say PR? After you cook them, you could weigh them out or you could eyeball. For me, I'm not eating this meal right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the whole thing, and then me and my wife, we're gonna open up the fridge, and we're gonna pick at this. And, you know, I'll probably eat about 6 to 7 ounces of this. My wife will probably have about 3.5 ounces of this because she's half the size. I'm double the size. There we go. That's one meal. All right, grilled chicken. I really got this for my wife. So this is great because she'll make salads and stuff. Me, if I'm running low on protein, I'll grab her protein, I'll eat it. But protein is definitely a staple. Protein is definitely a staple.
What is that?
Potatoes.
Oh, potatoes.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. What I was trying to say was chicken's definitely a staple in my diet.
Potatoes.
And it's funny that I say this because it's so bland, but bodybuilders love jasmine rice. I don't know why bodybuilders love jasmine rice, but this is what I was talking about. Every pouch has 45 grams of carbohydrates. Frozen rice. 3 minutes in the microwave, and it's perfectly cooked. Every single time. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. Last and not least, guys, the red potatoes. These are so good, plus they're seasoned so well.
It's a potato.
How much did I give you two? This is like more than a Tupperware can fit. 3 proteins and 2 carbs. So I'll probably do 2 white rices and then 1 potato. Or I'll do 1 white rice, 1 potato, and then 1 veggie meal, which could be like broccoli, steamed asparagus, or maybe even some Brussels sprouts. Yeah, 20 minutes, no excuses. If you want to look like these people that you idolize, like either in movies or in Hollywood or on Instagram, if you're following all these Instagram accounts, you have to sacrifice, man. You know, like don't tell me you don't have 30 minutes, you know, to do this. You have it, you know, you just have to want. You have to want to do it. And taking the first step and just actually doing the fucking thing.
Why you hold the frog?
If you start feeding kids healthy food or showing them healthy food options when they're little, they're just gonna think that that's the norm. The same as if you're eating a bunch of junk food and your parents are eating junk food and they're already seeing it and around it, they're gonna think that's the norm. So, you know, they're very receptive. Show them good habits. Show them how to treat people, how to eat, how to be kind, how to share, and they'll be a good human. Show James your muscles. Show the camera. Oh! Good job.
Camera.
Say Badushi.
This is